Who wants to keep running? The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to
Normally.
Chop. But because of V Gaming's players, I think they're more comfortable with the TA safe lane. So I would say it's probably gonna be naive on the TA and Haze on the Quap. Yep.
So yeah, you are the analyst. Maybe it is just to stop the creep aggro. It looks like Rubik might go down here. Yeah, I mean you do get temporary stats, so it does get better as you click with it. You just need the mana to click so much.
Yeah. You can steal like 6 int and deal 6 extra damage and... Alright, I'll quit whining about silence as skill builds, but I'm very passionate about TA2K.
Is he going to be able to get himself away from this again? No
dead to
refraction charges. It looks like the Beetle. Is it going to be enough damage? One more right click and Laguna's going to try and chase with the Sakuchi. Is he going to be able to get it off? The refraction 2 seconds away. In fact, Antaha might even go down to this now as well. Antaha is going to be able to get himself away. Sakuchi in 4. It looks like there might not be enough damage underneath the tier 1 tower. Laguna doesn't want to dive here. Antaha, though, has to be careful about...
It becomes really difficult.
Well, mid lane, there's going to be the Dream Call coming out onto Haze with the rotation from Laguna as well as Gatsy now as well. Brainsap going to be used, and Dendy gets himself a revenge kill here now as well. The chase could be onto Antaha. The rotation comes in from Arrow as well as Lays. I think we're able to get the kill. Yeah, they should be able to get onto Gatsy. Gatsy is going to be the Nightmare coming out. Could be toggled onto the Rubik. So Gatsy will be chased down by a Nightmare of his own, Lays, to try and get in behind you so you can be that vanguard in the fights to set up. But speaking about setting up a fight, he's going to be able to get the silence onto the silencer, so he's not going to be feeling the love here. Antaha, Dendy gets that kill.
Go full aggression, but they have to be a bit more controlled.
Well, they might try and go into Pion. Pion is going to be able to get himself away from this. The silence comes out, but there's going to be a Fiend's Grip onto Lays, and Lays gets taken away. Dream Call could be used, but it's not actually going to connect because the Haze Blink came out just seconds before. There was the blink forward to try and go into this.
Nightmare juggling.
X marks the spot, comes out to Arrow. Arrow, what's he going to be able to do to try and protect himself? Absolutely nothing. The boat was stolen though, so he throws that out before he goes down. It won't connect onto anyone. The blink on the back lines from Haze. Where's that chase? Dream Call onto Queen of Pain. Queen going to try and get himself away. Even going to try and use the Stone Gaze here. Haze though gets the blink up onto the high ground. X marks the spot, comes out, and all 5 heroes from the side. The Sonic Wave will be used as a global silence. Get himself up now to join in just in case he needs to. Well, oh, they're going to be able to get a jump onto Dendy. Dendy, there's going to be the lift coming through from Arrow now, but Arrow could go down in return. Arrow taking a lot of right clicks coming through from Violent, but did he want to try and use the Global Silence onto this now as well? The Stone Gaze will be used. Sonic Wave to get the kill onto Gatsy, and well, Global Silence has come out, but the Stone Gaze is out now as well. The boat from Pion, as Haze uses that BKB, the backlines, even going to be using the Tidal Wave. Lays uses his own BKB now as well. Haze trying to get himself away, does have that blink in 2 seconds, but it looks like it's just going to be the Yule Scepter to keep him locked down. Maybe, is there going to be any follow-up? He can't get that blink away. The Torrent going to be out too quickly, and Violent does get the kill.
I don't think so. They don't have Silence, they don't have Dark Ascension. They can throw some spells, but I don't think they can fight right now.
Well, the Swarm is going to be used. It looks like TA2K is going to be able to pick up Gatsy, and Antaha force-stabbed himself into the pit, but Roshan is still alive. TA2K pops the BKB as well as the refraction charges. TA is going to be able to get himself away from this because well, he tries to go in for the meld, but there is going to be a gem available to him, and TA just takes a fall. Game 1. We still have maybe 2 games to go, but at the minute, yeah, Bait are hitting the tempo, and there's no reason they can't win this first game. TA2K going to try and make a dive. They're going to be able to take down. No, the time lapse comes out. Denny's still in trouble though. He's going to be able to get the right clicks off. It's going to be enough damage from TA2K with that Fade Bolt, but they might be able to make another move onto Lays. Lays pops the BKB, trying to run himself away now. Violent. It looks like they're just going to back themselves away. Don't want to try and fight this 4 versus 5.
I really like this nullifier on Lays as well. They're just going to be stuck in place.
Dark Ascension going to be used now as well. I think they'll be able to get the jump onto Violent. In fact, the telekinesis comes up, but Lays goes even further now as well. Dendy buys back, so there's going to be a Sonic Wave going to be used onto Laguna as well. Global Silence. Oh, they're going to be able to turn this around to TA2K. A couple more right clicks, they might be able to get Dendy. But Yules gets used, and Dendy stays alive. The blink forward from Haze. Does he have the damage? Dream Call comes out now. I think that's going to be the Aghanim's Dream Call as well, so Haze can't get out of this. They just call it GG. That was their last stand. And unfortunately, they go out more like Butch and Sundance than... I can't think of anyone that had a good last...
Place it in the right position. All of his illusions are just gonna deal no damage.
And V, down to the last 3 seconds, they go for the Centaur.
Alright. It is a good way to just run away if people get...
And I suppose Laguna can still go from a distance. The Godspeak does come through. Was that shield to follow up now as well? TA2K, are they going to try and go? Laguna going to get pretty low. Has to use his Fairy Fire, but the Spear. Laguna will get the first blood, and the Metamorphosis gets ended early. He's going to be coming back to this lane. You do need to be careful. The Spear comes out for a second time. The God's Rebuke. Pion using the last of his mana to secure that kill. 2 quick kills here on this lane for Bait and streak, and then you get 1 win. You're not on a 15-match loss streak anymore. You're on a 1-match win streak. You can completely forget about those last 15 games. They don't count.
True.
As
there is a meta now though, so Pion has to be a bit careful.
yeah, one more right click. Pion, is he going to be able to get himself away from this? The Swarm's still going to be doing a little bit of damage now as well. The Illusion trying to do its best. In fact, one more right click and
goes down.
Goes down to the Beetle. Laguna gets cleaned up in the meanwhile for TA2K, so maybe it's just that old strat of feeding the enemies.
Bring the fight.
Okay, well, the smoke's going to break. Speaking about bringing the fight, Violent does dodge off that tornado. The Cold Snap comes out though with that urn. It is going to be the Spirit Vessel Haze eventually, but it's the Earth Spike right now, and Violent should get picked off as Laguna gets the kill onto Anta. Stampede comes out, top lane, that tier 1 tower. I don't think he wants to follow up on this. Yeah, no, won't jaunt to the orb, but it looks like Gatsy will pay the price. Down, but at least he's still got the cockiness to tease though onto Dendi, as Pion might actually go down this time. The Godspeed to be used. Stampede comes out, but there's going to be the Spear back, and now they might be able to turn this one around with the late. Lazy is going to be able to get himself away from the Centaur Warren it again. Big tanky boy, but the Fiend Strip's going to be getting used, and Dendi gets locked down enough. Is it going to be enough for the kill though? Tries to get himself away, but Antar will still pick this one up. Centaur Warren trying to do his best to run away. Arrow gets a kill onto Gatsy on the backlines now as well. Can they chase onto Laguna? Laguna back behind that tier 2 tower.
Like, this is true for a lot of level 10 talents. You just tend to skip them.
The backlines, ooh, Violent's going to throw out the Eclipse, but Haze was already in that Ghost Walk. Meanwhile, Spear comes out onto, are they going to take down Arrow? They will be able to break that Arrow.
It isn't until you start taking these mid-game skirmishes that Soulbind becomes useful.
Speaking of, the Fiend Strip, the arena's going to be dropped here, and it looks like they might be able to get the kill into the Invoker. Invoker, can he survive through this? The Sentry Ward has been dropped. He's going to try his best to survive with the Deafening Blast, but they do get the return kill immediately onto Dendi. It looks like they might be able to take down the Mars as well. Finger of Death does come through, so that's the first stack there for the Lion. And Lays does he want to carry on going, because Gatsy does have the Tumbler's Toy, so he's going to be able to make some little leaps and bounds away from the big jumping, big blinking Lays. Haze, it's going to be the arena coming through, and Haze, can he get the immediate return kill? It looks like Haze will go down. The Dream Coil going to be used onto Arrow now as well. The TPs look to be cancelled. They might just be letting this one go, and Arrow, yeah. The Lucent Beam comes out, Dendi picks up a kill onto Arrow, and then Violent onto Haze, but Rush is gone. Arena comes through, they're going to be able to catch Haze on this, but it's only going to be the Mars at the minute as well as the Soulbind, but does it do enough damage? Lucent Beam will be used. They might be able to clear up a couple of kills here as the Haze does buyback into this fight. They want to get something out of this. Lazy's going to get pretty down low. Godspeak will finish the job. And buybacks from everyone on the side of V, but that's going to be the Aegis being popped already. Sunstrike off the mark.
Okay, now that could be classified as fairly huge for a bait.
KB comes up and then maybe look for a skirmish.
Yeah, I think so. They can still try to get some kills potentially.
They're going to try and go onto the Luna. The Meteor's going to be dropped. Does he want to use the BKB? Violent does use it, using the Manta Style now as well. Eclipse gets thrown out as the Fiend's Grip here onto the Centaur. Violent's going to try and go for the TP. The backline, so Laguna gets a kill onto Haze, and it looks like that is going to be the TP away from Violent. Gatsy going to be chased down once again. The Blink comes out. Laguna gets the kill onto Antaha. TA at least takes down the Mars. Roche bet on the Sunstrike, and Roche, it's going to be a long one, 2.5 minutes. Pion's going to be able to get the Blink forward now as well with the Ink 12. Do have the damage to take him down. It looks like Lays might not be able to survive through this. Finger of Death comes through, but Pion's still going to survive. They get the double kill here. Lays and Arrow do go down. Do they want to try and chase for more? TA, Smoke's going to break there. Are they going to be able to make the move in? The BKB already comes out from Violent. Violent's going to be trying to go on with the Illusion as well as the Arena coming out. That Eclipse doing a lot of damage now as well, so they clean up onto the Centaur. Do they want to go any further onto this? The Fiend's Grip has already been used. Stroke of Fate comes through into 2 heroes. Buyback there from the Centaur. It looks like they might be able to get the kill onto Gatsy. Gatsy will go down. Has to back himself. Violent looking for the TP away. Lagoon's going to join in as Dendi just runs himself out, blinks himself out with that.
Let's drop really fast.
V hitting the perfect time to take this rush as the ultimates are down.
And
Then
he
he jumps in,
gets
he gets the Aegis! And that's going to be the first A on this proc now as well. Pyeon comes in, and what's he going to be able to do here? Pyeon going to be locked down, Finger of Death comes through, the big KB was already up, he's still going to be taken down. Lays goes down to Violent. Violent tries to run himself out. Is he going to be able to get himself out with the Man Style? Definitely Blast is going to be used. Arrow on the back lines. Whereas that Earth Spike, he just can't get anything off. He is silenced, but they do take down the Luna. Backlines, Dendy wants to come in with the double damage rune now as well. Do they have enough to take him down though? Dendy can get himself away from this. Dendy blinks himself over to the die side of the base. Luna gets a kill into Anti-Arrow on the backlines while this is going on. But Dendy should, I mean, he does still have that Aegis, so even if they pop him, he's got a second life to get himself out with. Has the gold for the Aghanim Scepter now. Do you think both teams are going to be playing it safe? Speaking about
I
playing
think so, yeah.
safe, Violent. Dendy's going to jump in on the back lines. He might even be able to get on top of the Terrorblade. Terrorblade has been alarmed. He has that Metamorphosis still. Will be popping it now as well. Violent uses that BKB, but he's still going to be taking a lot of right-click damage coming through from TA. And TA should be able to claim that kill. Will be able to claim the kill onto Violent. Whereas a follow from the rest of the fight now as well. It looks like the Sunder was used to keep TA alive. Backlines to jump in onto Pyeon. Pyeon is he going to be able to get himself away from this? Has his own BKB going. The Inkswell even going to be used to stun up onto Lays.
I think he'll get them before 50 minutes. This time, I'm sure.
The arena comes out and the BKBs are going to be using it. It looks like Pyeon might be in a whole lot of trouble. He's going to be killed off here. Yeah, Pyeon can't get himself out of this. The dive in from Lays now as well. He uses his own BKB. There's going to be the Inkswell, but it won't be effective as Gatsy gets chased down. Buyback coming through from Pyeon. Sunstrikes will be used. Gatsy will be able to sidestep it, but it looks like it's still going to be enough damage here from Lays to get the kill. In fact, they go into Violent, and Violent going to be dead for 100 seconds. No buyback.
Is that
True.
GG?
Yeah,
This is a double damage TB with...
Double damage rune will be fading off sometime soon. TA2K just dives himself in with the Swift Blink, gets the kill onto both supports and just brought back some diebacks onto both Pyeon. He's going to look close, but the time-lapse comes out and TA2K is going to be absolutely fine. Even without the Sunder, GG will be called. Laguna just has enough. And Bait, well, they looked extremely strong in game one, but couldn't bring on that momentum into the second game. And V,
when he's knocking on the door of your high ground with like 4 slots at 30 minutes. Okay, now V Gaming won anyway.
you're not a fan of the Venomancer pick?
It's awful. It is truly awful. Damage, if you get it on 2 heroes that have a spell on cooldown. Like, just deals 80 damage.
Speaking about decent damage, Anta, it's going to be the dive in
Oh, the
Laguna goes
deny!
in. But
See, another reason Veno is trash.
Yeah,
AKA being useless.
Curse comes out. Anta's going to be taking a lot of damage. Time dilation is going to be used now as well. Pyeon, he's using the Furry Fire, trying to keep himself alive. Anta's going to tick down, but once again, tier 2K. Well, it's not just creep season ice.
Man.
Potentially put the pressure once again. In fact, there's going to be the rotation from Hayes as well. How close is he to that Chronosphere? It will be up on this next creep. Are they going to be able to catch 2? No, it's just going to be the Chronosphere onto 1 here, but Anta's going to be coming on the back lines now as well as Hayes, so they're going to be able to get the kill onto Pyeon at least one more time. Worth like 30 kills down. They are always going to be the better team in that game.
But you know, with Tinker, it's like, if you pick Tinker, you're a scumbag, right?
Yeah,
Because
of course,
fuck Tinker as well. But at least it's a good hero, right?
So he might be able to make a move. The Cold Snap comes out, Earn charges, but Spike Character is going to be used by Arrow.
Ooh, there is 6 on Bane.
Yeah, Chronosphere comes out now as well. Bane, does Gatsy want to try and turn this around? The Fiend's Grip onto the Faceless Void. It looks like Pyeon's still going to go down. Fiend's Grip not going to be used, so V moving themselves towards the bottom of this map. Everybody apart from with the Asphalt Imprisonment being able to go, combo with the Meteor Hammer.
Pyeon.
He's going to come in with the Tumbler's Toy. Speaking about combos coming through, have they timed it right with the Meteor Hammer? It will come down, and the Reckless TP even coming in through from Hayes, so they do have the damage. It might, yeah,
Okay.
they absolutely do.
I think they might have enough damage, Rob.
Just a sneaking
Nice
suspicion,
chrono.
yeah. Really good chrono onto Dandy now as well. Gatsy wasn't able to get off the Fiend's Grip either. It looks like they're going to be able to get the lockdown. So this is going to be, it looks like 3 kills going the way of V over the space of the last 10-20 seconds.
It is so annoying to play against.
Well, if the Asphalt comes out here, the smoke is going to be instantly revealed, but it looks like they're going to be able to get the lockdown onto the Weave. The silence comes through now as well. So the damage isn't going to be enough. Yeah, Antar gets the kill onto Laguna. He does have buyback if you want to try and maybe contest, because it looks like V, they want to set up around this pit.
Used to hate old Koddle too.
Yeah?
But new Koddle is fine. He's a bro.
Okay, Global Silence does come out, and that was actually used during the Fiend's Grip now as well. Hayes, they might be able to make a move onto Dendy. Was that Sonic Wave? They want to try and go onto this, and Curse gets dropped onto Dendy. Dendy's just trying to run himself away. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. Follow up the screen, the Sonic Wave, but
Save.
Yeah, from the, I assume that the Nightmare coming through from Bane to get that save. Hayes will still get the kill onto Dendy, but it did just stop the, I suppose this... And that's a comes through. Arrow, yeah, maybe looking to set up, but there is a Sentry Ward down, so Arrow just has to walk himself away. The Dust Reveal comes out now as well. Spike Carapace is going to be used to try and slow down, but it looks like 4 heroes going to collapse onto Arrow. Who's going to be able to get the kill at the backline? Sonic Wave comes through. Chronosphere, it catches 2. It would have been 3, but 1's already dead. Can they get more out of this? The Blink comes through. The Silence, but the Weaver's already away. In that Sakuchi and Dendy. No works what it's all going to be about.
Oh, and he breaks the smoke.
He gets the Chronosphere off onto Gatsy there as well as the Terrorblade, so this is going to be an easy kill, it looks like, onto the Terrorblade. Terrorblade down for 50 seconds. Gatsy not going to be able to get himself out of that either, and it looks like TA2K wants to carry on going. The time dilation comes out onto Pion. Pion though with the spider legs, the poor staff up onto the high ground. TA2K is just going to chase with that time walk, and the Astral Imprisonment underneath that tier 3 tower. TA2K is going to be taking the shots. He's going to be absolutely fine with this because he get 2 of the 3 cores on Bait as well as the support. A bit of a last stand here for the side of Bait, because
I mean, without the ulti it's kind of useless, but with the ulti it's also useless, so nice bait with the illusion.
yeah, Pion tries to force staff himself away. There is a time walk, but it looks like TA2K again doesn't want to overcommit there. Comes back into 3 heroes. Who's going to be able to do the damage, maybe to take away the Aegis? Still got just under 2 minutes on this. So TA2K is just bouncing around inside the base like a pinball. It looks like TA2K is going to be able to get himself away. Laze gets a kill onto Gatsy on the back lines. Arrow still with a long-range impale. The Astral Imprisonment comes out. Bane has to buy back into this fight. Sonic Wave gets committed now as well. Laze drops the hammer. They get the kill onto the Terrorblade, and Terrorblade no buyback. It's because there is still a tier 1 and a tier 2 in the bottom lane. But if V don't care, they're just going to go straight for the tier 4s. Astral comes out. Do they have the lockdown onto Dendy as well?
This should just be the game. They have no way to stop this.
Yeah, Laze comes through. It's going to be a reverse on the Astral Imprisonment there as well. There's no Chronosphere for the next 45 seconds. But the Global Silence gets used, and Hayes gets the kill onto Laguna. Violent will be able to use the Sunder, but is it going to be enough? It's not going to be enough to keep him alive now, as TA2K just wants to carry on hitting this Ancient. He wants to secure this victory. Dendy, the Nightmare, is it going to be able to keep him alive? The Fiend's Drift just to end the game.